At SPS IPC Drives in Nuremberg, in November 2004, the focus was on Ethernet-based communication in the automation environment. Well-known manufacturers presented their solutions in the area of real-time Ethernet. At its exhibition booth, Siemens also focused on Profinet, the extensive open Ethernet standard for automation. Using this model as an example, Siemens presented Profinet with isochronous real-time as the motion control solution, truly first of its kind, and that worldwide. 10 drive-based motion controllers from the C-Motion product family are networked with IRT via Profinet. They control a total of 54 servo axes in electronic synchronism. Each of the C-Motion controllers combines logic, motion control, and closed-loop drive control functionality in a central electronics module. The associated power modules from the Synamics drive family are arranged next to the C-Motion controller. These power modules comprise an in-feed and 3 double-axis motor modules. All of the controllers are synchronized via Profinet in order to implement electronic synchronism. The Profinet interface module includes the necessary hardware support, including a standard Ethernet switch with 4 ports. The AirTech 400 controller is the central module. In addition to the standard Ethernet mechanisms, it is used to implement the isochronous real-time for Profinet. Simultaneous standard Ethernet communication and isochronous real-time are demonstrated using the following scenario. 10 motion controllers are connected up in a line configuration in the model. This is possible as each has an integrated AirTech 400 Ethernet switch. The image signal of the camera, with a data rate of approximately 30 megabits per second, is transmitted at the same time to Profinet data transfer, with isochronous real-time for the synchronization of the 54 axes through all of the switches in the 10 motion controllers. Synchronous operation is demonstrated using a rotating disc with a small window. A stationary LED is mounted behind this disc and is only lit up if the window of the disc is located precisely in front of it. All 54 LEDs can be seen simultaneously if the one-to-one gearing is activated. Various patterns can be generated by entering different cams. Now, only the one-to-one gearing is running with isochronous real-time. Thanks to the pure IRT communication for this motion control application, the network utilization is approximately 30% of 100 megabit per second. The camera is powered down, and there is no other TCP communication. Synchronous axis operation can also be maintained without any hardware-supported synchronization, as long as there is only motion control communication and no additional TCP communication. An additional network load is generated by switching in the camera. When the video stream is transmitted through the model and the video image is displayed, the network load increases to approximately 60 megabit per second. As can be seen at the LED signals, synchronous operation has been lost. This clearly indicates that with the standard Ethernet mechanisms, the real-time capability of motion control applications cannot be guaranteed if the network load becomes too high. Synchronization is re-established by switching in the isochronous real-time mechanism. Profinet with isochronous real-time guarantees deterministic real-time communications and guarantees that the tough requirements of motion control applications are fulfilled. And this continues to function even if the network utilization is increased to the maximum value using additional TCP telegrams. Using Profinet, you can implement faster machines with a higher performance. High numbers of axes and larger data quantities at the lowest cycle times can be taken for granted. And all of this using just one bus. Large data quantities, such as cams, can be cyclically transmitted in the devices with the IT capability of Profinet to reduce clock cycle times and increase productivity. Training, logistics, and maintenance costs are reduced by using Ethernet throughout the complete factory, also for motion control applications. Profinet with IRT is the solution for motion control if your machine has to perform even better.